You're James Bond. You know, that's every boy's dream. Certainly was mine. What does it feel like to be Bond?
You know, I get the chance. You know, I'm an actor. That's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to act in movies since I was a kid. I'd never dreamed of ever playing James Bond, but I get the chance to work on these amazing movies and work with just incredible people. Sam Mendes, the director, a cast who you would kill for, and so that's where I derive most of my joy.
If I was James Bond, I would walk down the street and want people to buy me drinks, and you know, I would just.
You wouldn't be very sober for very long.
Oh, okay, so that was my next question. Do people just come up and say, "Hey, here's this"?
It's happened. It's happened sort of at 10 o'clock in the morning, and someone sends over a vodka martini, and I'm like, "Come on, you know, I wait till 11."
Why do you think? You know, this story's gone on over 50 years. What is the appeal that makes this story still?
I think it's the movie making. I think the producers, you know, Cubby and Barbara and Michael after him have continued to make these event cinema and make this event cinema, make it joyous, make them about you know, as memorable as it's possible to be in filmmaking. And you know, that was what we set out to do with this. We had huge success with Skyfall. Sam did an amazing job, and we were like, well, how do we make this better? How do we top it? But you know, you do it by celebrating Bond.
This story is, I love the look of this film. I love the fact that you guys don't use sound stages. You film all over the world. And I want to know about the challenges of having to go all over the place, you know, filming this.
It's a pleasure. I mean, you get to go to some extraordinary places. I mean, Mexico City being one of them. But you know, we do use sound stages. We build amazing sets that are I walk onto, and I have to pinch myself when I'm on there, because it's like you know, this is you know, so exciting to be on a big movie set. But actually, you know, the travel is part of the joy of doing it.
What are the challenges of playing James Bond? I heard that you punched Dave Bautista. He told me that, by the way.
I know.
So
I'm not sure he's forgiven me. Keeps on going on about it. Believe me, when I did it, I think I ran to the next room. Dave is one of the sweetest men I've ever met. He is also a supreme athlete and moves so quickly. And when we came to casting this, it was really about finding someone who not only was just big, but moved like he does. And when you see him in the fight scene, which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, you know, it doesn't look like I stand a chance.
I was going to tell you, Daniel, if you're going to punch somebody, that's probably not the guy that you want to.
It's foolish, isn't
punch.
it? Very foolish.
Final question for you. You said you had filmed some stuff in Austin, Texas.
I did.
Oh, and so what did you think of Texas art fairs?
I love Texas. The friendliest people I've ever met.
Do you think if James Bond actually came and fought crime in Texas, he'd wear the cowboy hat and the boots? Or
yes, you'd have to.
Okay.
You'd have to.
Good talking with you, my man.
Nice to see you.